Yo. This is gonna be a Q&A, and I'm gonna be dropping the link. And anybody who got a problem with what I gotta say, or you got any questions or anything, feel free to join the room. I got a lot of shit I want to say in this video. Um, yeah, I got a lot of shit. Was good with it. Was good. Oh man, I'm trying my best not to get extremely disrespectful because I know there's a lot of people who watch my channel who like respect the knowledge, and I don't want to like say things that's gonna throw all that shit out the window. That's what these demons they want. They know how intelligent and how smart and how far you can go in life. So what they do is they'll put shit in your reality and have you snap or say something, and then people that you were trying to send the message to, they end up looking at you a certain way because of what you said. But then these demons is what makes you say it. But technically, no demon can make you do anything. So it's like that's why I like. So I'm pretty much gonna be taking a break from social media, pretty much, or not social media, but from this channel, because I don't give a fuck about getting disrespectful and getting loud. It's just my audience that I built up and that I've been teaching you guys all this work. I don't want it to compromise that because I want you guys to still stick with the knowledge. I don't want you to be like, oh, a no face talking like this. I don't got to listen to the knowledge. Don't do that because you're only hurting yourself. Take the knowledge. Don't be like these other dickheads out here and they'll like I don't give a fuck how what a motherfucker looks like. I don't care if you're a racist or if you're whatever. If you got some type of information, I'm gonna take the information. But some people they'll throw the fucking like they say the baby with the bathwater or whatever. They'll just throw like everything out the door just because of one fucking little mistake or little thing. So like I think it's just best for me to take a break. I'm just making this video to tell you guys I'm gonna be probably taking a break from this shit because if I don't, I'm gonna end up doing some real crazy shit, and I'm not trying to get this channel banned, or I'm not trying to end up doing something I may get in trouble just because I want to show out for this channel. So I'm about to probably most likely take a break. Yeah. All I gotta tell you guys is just stay focused on yourself, and that's it. And if you guys ever want to deal with anybody's, like a lot of you guys talking about, you want to meet somebody who's like spiritual or what. First of all, you don't want to meet nobody that's spiritual. You want to meet somebody who's resonating on the same frequency of thought as you. So the same goals, the same mission, the same just you guys are doing the same thing. And if that could lead into spirituality, but it's not a main thing. If anything, you should not want to be around somebody who's into spirituality because in 2023, based upon the programming, 99% of people who are into spirituality are just in another religion. So if you don't like Christians, you don't like Catholics, then what the fuck you think you're gonna like a spiritual person for? Because spiritual people are nothing but a bunch of damaged people trying to seek help. But then the thing about spiritual people is they judge people. Like you know how a Christian will say, "Oh, you can't play your music loud." A spiritualist will say, "Oh, it's just music. It's the frequency. It's all. It doesn't matter." But then they'll go and judge somebody for eating meat. They'll judge somebody who doesn't fucking meditate, or they'll judge somebody not knowing, nigga, that's what you're supposed to do, not what somebody else is supposed to do. So what I see, because I be watching other spiritual channels, and when I see a lot of these bitches out here who do tarot cards for readings, most of these bitches are very damaged and they're very just fucked up mentally. And when I used to watch them in the beginning, I used to have those thoughts, but I used to be like, maybe it's just I'm not fully consciously aware, so I'm not seeing it from. But no, I am aware now because I'm more intelligent than a lot of these people out here. And and I'm not saying, like, when I say I'm more intelligent, I'm not saying I'm the most intelligent person in the world. I'm not saying that. Obviously, I haven't built a skyscraper, or I haven't built a bridge, or I haven't created my own Wi-Fi technology. So somebody who's able to do that is obviously more intelligent. But if you're not into making no inventions, if you're not into building no systems and no grids, and you're not into expanding, nigga, I'm more intelligent than you, and you ain't shit to me. You a bitch ass nigga. And take you can take the seat behind me, because when I create my own system, you're gonna be using my shit, and you won't even know it's me. Because just like you don't know the dude who owns the steel company, but you use steel and cement every day, that's how my shit's gonna be. And I already see it. I'm manifesting that shit. I'm gonna have my platform, and everyone's gonna have to use my platform, and I'm gonna get the energy. And by default, that's gonna make me like a billionaire. Technically, it's gonna trickle down. I'm gonna be a billionaire in the spiritual world, and it's gonna manifest physically. I'm already doing it. So, like I'm saying, this is why I'm able to make money right now, and I don't even work no bullshit ass 9 to 5, because I'm starting to get trinklings of that energy. But it takes a while to really do, and I really want to I gotta like do a lot of shit. But then there's certain mental blockages put on my nervous system that the spirit and just energies is impeding on me. Otherwise, if it wasn't for that, I would have been far ahead right now. I would have been damn near a billionaire. I would have had several inventions, because certain aspects of my mind aren't being unlocked. Like, I'm able to unlock some of them. This is why I'm able to talk real quick and have a quick mind, and because I've unlocked some of it, but there's other aspects that I still need to fucking unlock, and then the spirit or some energy is fucking blocking me, and it's really pissing me to fuck off. So now I can't go to the next stage, because there's certain inventions I want to do, certain things I want to do. Like, I want to create my own system. I want to fucking learn how to just do so much shit I want to do. And I can't have access to that part of my mind, because it's like it's a lot of shit. I don't really want to get into it on here, but it's like all I gotta tell you guys: you don't own your mind, you don't own your body, and you do not own your life. You have influence and control, but you don't own it. None of this shit is yours, because your spirit is nothing. So when your spirit takes a shape and form, you're like some other spirit was already that shape and form before you. So you're not fully in control of that full outcome of that body, because that wasn't originally you. Your spirit is nothing. You created this body as a representation, and anything you create is not 100% you, and anything that's not 100% you, you don't have full control over. So this is this dilemma that we're in right now in this fucking human body. So, like, and I'm telling, and if you don't believe me, the example I just fucking gave you, how I'm not able to unlock other aspects of my mind to get to where the fuck I want to get to. So there's something blocking me. So I don't have full access to that shit. I had access to it like years ago for like a short period of time, but then I had to do certain work like the yoga and the fasting, but then I'm doing it and it's healing, but it's so fucking slow. And I'm like, I'm not trying to wait 10 to 15 years just to get to do shit I should be doing right now. But this just is hella annoying me, because I literally will have several inventions. I'll probably be like 7 or 8 figure, probably on Forbes list. They'll probably be trying to kill me or some shit, because there's so much shit I want to do. Because like literally, like sometimes I'd be thinking like, even if I had access to my mind, I'll be kind of scared, because I don't want to be like that guy from Cash App and I invent something and then now these niggas want to kill me and I have to like that. Sometimes I'd be thinking like, what if I get too powerful? They try to kill me, because there's a lot of shit I want to do. But most of these bums out here, it's like they think like, this is why I tell you guys, like, this whole fake spiritual community is all full of shit. It's all fucking full of shit. Niggas out here talking about like there's some, ain't nobody, if anybody that's not talking about creating their own system or having their own face on their money or having money with other people's face that you're cool with, if nobody's talking like that, they're wasting their time and they're full of shit. And I'm not saying everybody has to speak like that. I am not saying that, But what I am saying is, if you're not speaking like that, you're not speaking about nothing. So just like a sheep talks about sports and video games and PlayStation and talks about what is he going to do at the beach tomorrow and let's go have fun and watch a movie, just like a sheep talks about that, you're no different. Just because you talk about Kundalini and spirituality and organic, you ain't shit. You're still a fucking sheep. So shut the fuck up, bitch. It's 2023. Everybody knows what Kundalini, everybody knows what the spirit is, everybody knows what soul is and organic, everybody knows what it is. The only reason you're talking about it right now is because it entertains you and you're entertained by it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But say that. Don't sit there and act like you're getting information and you're just watching shit that's entertaining you. Just like you watch Family Guy, just like you watch fucking the Cavaliers and fucking Boston play at the goddamn stadium, at the Palace, whatever the fuck they call it, the Palace. That's entertainment. That's the same with the spiritual shit. If it wasn't, then there will be actively things being actively done so we can create our own system. If that's not being done, then nothing's being done. So shut the fuck up. And if it seems like what I'm saying is too great, like, oh, that's too much. I'm a pussy. I'm a bitch ass nigga. I can't fathom myself having my own money and say, if that's your bitch ass, get the fuck off my channel. And you're a sheep and you're no different than somebody who watches soccer and football all day and don't think you're better than them, because you're not. If anything, they're more better than you because, nigga, you talk about all this spiritual shit and how people are, oh, I'm so woke, but then you got to go to the same job as these sheep. You fucking dumbass. You working at the same job, but you think you better than them. If you were really it's like this Bill Gates act like he's better than motherfucking niggas working at McDonald's. No, he doesn't even be around those people. He's probably never seen a McDonald's worker because he's out doing bigger shit. You stupid motherfucker. Yeah, niggas talk about, oh, I'm spiritual, I'm this, but you at fucking goddamn KFC flipping fucking French fries and chicken. Yeah, you say, well, you're more spiritual than all your other. No, you're the dumbest one out of everybody working there because you have all this knowledge and you're still there. They have a reason to be there because they're ignorant and they're new spirits and they're stupid. But you think you're better because you're around them. Somebody has to tell you niggas this. That's what it is now. We in a different time now. Saturn's in Pisces, so every Pisces rules delusions, spirituality, and dreams, and Saturn rules reality. So right now I'm putting reality into all this shit you niggas thought was real. That's why the energy right now is different because Saturn's in Pisces. So all that fucking fake ass spirituality, that's just getting shut down once fucking Pisces leaves. Because once we get into Aries, everything's gonna be by yourself. You're gonna feel so lonely as fuck in this world. I don't feel lonely because I got an Aries moon and I hate people, so I don't feel lonely. I could be extrovert or introvert. I'm fine alone. I'm fine with people. I'm a fucking chameleon when it comes to that. But once Saturn gets into Aries, a lot of you niggas with a lot of Virgo, or not a Virgo, with a lot of Libra, or you may have a lot of Gemini and shit, maybe Sag and Taurus. You bitch niggas is gonna be feeling lonely like a motherfucker. Not because nobody's gonna be in your life, because the energy is going to be it's going to be such a way where you're going to have to do shit on your own. Nobody's going to give a fuck about you but yourself, because that's the Saturn and Aries energy. Somebody said negative title. It ain't negative. What's negative is you having to wake up and pay a fucking bill. You having to go to a grocery store and fucking swipe that card at that point of sale system and purchase some bullshit groceries that's gonna kill you. That's fucking negative, but you don't have a problem with that. But my title, what my title does is it disrupts the system. And since you're programmed with the system's mentality, you're supposed to attack me subconsciously because I'm disrupting the system. So that's what you're supposed to say. It's negative. It's not negative. Anything that's what's negative to this system means anything that's disrupting the system. My title disrupts the system, so therefore you saying you're programmed to think it's negative. This shit ain't fucking negative, nigga. You don't manifest your fucking reality. That's the stupidest fucking shit ever, nigga. You don't manifest your fucking reality. If you manifest your reality, nigga, go manifest a purple sun. Go manifest goddamn some yellow clouds, nigga. Go manifest the goddamn Urus to go drive your ass down the goddamn shoreline. You can't do that, nigga. You ain't manifesting shit, nigga. All this manifesting shit. Yet you talking to me from probably a computer that's fucking not even that powerful. Why don't you go manifest a faster internet fiber optic wire computer, nigga, and text me? You ain't manifesting shit. That's why. And niggas, well, I manifested this in my life. I manifested this in my life. How do you know you manifested it? Or maybe you just got off your ass and you went and you put in the effort to get that shit, dumbass. You didn't manifest anything. If you manifest something, go manifest everything that you want right now and tell me you got it. If you can't do that, you're not manifesting shit. Well, I gotta manifest something I already am. If I'm already all these things, and that's what my spirit is. I'm everything. I'm nothing, but at the same time, I create everything. If that's me, then I attract what the fuck I'm supposed to get. And maybe it's about releasing blockages. And once you release those blockages, you get what's attracted to you. It ain't no manifesting. That's stupid. Every fucking thing I got in my motherfucking life, it wasn't because I did any. The only thing I had to do to get anything that I wanted in my life was to be myself. Once I started being myself, then that's when I started getting this shit. And that's when I can, even people who tell me, oh, I manifested this. I say, when did you manifest that? And I tell them, and they say, oh, I manifested at this time. Oh, that was the time you started being yourself. And then I even talked to them and they said, well, I did give up meat around this time and I did stop smoking and I did do this. And it all goes back to you were being yourself. If that wasn't the case, nigga, then why are we having these homeless people in a shelter? Can't they just manifest and light a candle and get out of here? Or why doesn't all these spiritual people, like these people will tell you you can manifest your life, and you get, obviously you get it from these Jews, you get it from YouTube, you get it from the internet. There's no other place you're getting manifestation information but the internet. So cut it out. Don't sit there tell me spirit told you. Shut the fuck up. You get it from here. So why aren't these people running the world? Like you'll go on Gaia TV, you go on these YouTube channels, you go on Infinite Waters and all these people talking about manifesting reality, but they're not running the world. There's a group of human beings that have hands and feet and breathe like you, and they're ruling the world. How did they get to that position? Did they manifest it? Obviously they didn't do it, because if that was the case, then why does the people who taught you how to manifest, why don't they go out and do the same thing and start running the world? So obviously the people who ran the world, they're not coming at it from your perspective, dumbass, because when you say I'm manifesting, you can only manifest what's in their system. You only can manifest their money, you can only manifest their jobs, you can only manifest their situation. So you're not manifesting shit. They're giving that shit to you, because if they want to block your bank account, they can just say we're not giving you no money. So is that still spit? Did you still manifest that, or did the Jews allow that? See, so this is why you guys got to use your common sense and stop getting lost, because all these people teaching you about manifestation, why aren't they running the world? Always ask yourself, if these people have all this spirituality and all this manifestation and all this fucking black Ashe power, why aren't they running the world? Why can't they go and make all these people in office drop dead? It's because they ain't spiritual. They're not on shit. That's the clue. You can't sit there and fucking make some reason for why that is. That doesn't make sense. Any reason that you make, the Jewish people program that so you can keep thinking that. So you can say, oh, it's because divine timing, or that's the program. That's how deep this shit gets. He's like mad negative, bro. Sometimes you need negativity. If somebody keeps fucking buzzing in your ear, talking, and you need him out your ear, you're gonna have to slap the shit out of him. That's not negative. That, or maybe it is negative for him, but that negativity you projected got him the fuck out from buzzing in your ear. So, you see what I'm saying? Sometimes you need to be negative. Didn't you hear of negative ions? When you breathe negative ions, it makes you feel better. Like that's like the ions outside. That's negative. Negative has nothing to do with what you think it is. The Masons created their own perception of what morals is, so they can run their system and keep you a sheep. That has nothing to do with reality of what negative and feminine and positive and masculine. All that doesn't have nothing to do with it. They created, even the people who created that mind control, they know the truth. They just created that shit for you to believe. And if I'm so negative, then don't watch the video. But the thing is, If you want to run, you can't run away from negative, because negative will always like end up manifesting itself. So if you need to see negative, it's going to be shown to you. Your future, I don't give a fuck about no future family tree, nigga. That's not important. Out of everything you can ask me, you're talking about a family tree stems from your. I can give a fuck about family tree, nigga. Now, when we talk about the mind, I can get into the mind and what we create, but I can give a fuck about family trees and well, that's not important. What's important, what the fuck we're doing right now, because this is it. Whatever, when you die or you go, there ain't nowhere to go. Like, that's a lot of you niggas think like there's somewhere to go. There's nowhere to go. Right? When you die, whatever you didn't complete right now, like let's just say if I die right now and there's things I didn't complete, I'm gonna go into another reality and pick up where I left off. So I'm gonna be doing the same shit in a different way. It's gonna look different and I have a different body, different reality, but I'm gonna be doing the same shit and I'm gonna pick right off, and I'm never gonna stop doing it until I complete it. And a lot of you niggas been in this shit for thousands of years of human lifetimes doing the same shit, but it just looks different. Maybe instead of, like, when I say looks different, I'm not saying you're doing the same thing, but it looks like let's just say like you're going through a breakup and then in your next life you go to another breakup, but no, it's not like that. Like right now you're going through a breakup, but the next life it may be you lost your fucking car, and it's the same energy, but it's something different. Then the next one is not a lost your car, maybe it's something else, but you still feel that same pain from the breakup, from the car. You see what I'm saying? But it's something different. So that's what we're doing. The illusion's completely different. Even the situation's different, but you're still doing the same energy until you work it out, and it goes on infinitely. And there's nowhere to go really, because you can't. Like, a lot of you guys say when you die, you want to go somewhere. If you go anywhere, it's in your mind. So let's just say you go wherever, it's going to be in your mind. You're not going anywhere out. Everything is in the mind right here. Until you get out of this whole karmic human experience, everything is in the mind. So you're there's nowhere to go. Even when you go to your own heaven, it's in your mind. Even if you guys you guys die and you guys go into purgatory and you see me and you start kicking it with me, that's not me. That's your own mind. You created that shit because you've been here. And since you don't know where else to go, you create what's familiar and you feel comfortable. So you want to create whatever you felt comfortable. You're not trying to evolve and go ahead. So this is where you're in your own. Your heaven can turn into your own hell because you're not doing it. You're not doing what you're supposed to do, and eventually that heaven is going to be a hell. And then you're going to have to end up coming back into a body and trying to escape this shit. So you're not going anywhere. Even if you think you're going, like, I want to go to this place where it's nice and there's no enslavement. Well, the only way you'll be able to get there is through your mind, and that's it. And you create it with your mind, but there's no reality out there. Any reality that we're at, this is where we're at, and we're creating it with other spirits. And it's up to you to elevate. Hitting the game ain't a good start. I agree with you on that, but at the same time, nigga, you don't know what people go through. This is why you have to just live out your own experience. You don't know what people. There's some people in this world right now. There's some people who, like, some people at the end of the day, there's some people who are crazy and psychotic in this world. You don't know how deep the mind goes. A lot of people who say stupid shit like, everybody has a chance, or hating the game isn't a good. You don't understand how people hate. Like, if somebody came and like killed somebody you loved in front of you, are you going to give them a hug? You're not going to do that, right? So take that same concept and imagine people's mind at that level of fucked upness without having to experience somebody like getting killed in front of them. There's some people who are just so mentally distraught, they have no other choice but to be murderous and violent and to be a sicko and to be out here doing. That's how fucked up this reality is. Some people, their karma is to be attracted to children and to be a serial killer. That's their karma. So now they got to come down here and they have to experience this shit and go through the consequences. So this is why I say this world is supposed to be fucked up, because some people, they have no other choice but to live it out because they have so much negative energy. Because if you keep coming down here, your lives get harder. And there's nothing that switches it. Like I don't really want to scare you guys and shit, but all I gotta say is get your shit right now so you don't come back with a lot of density and a lot of karma. You see what I'm saying? To make it easier. That's all I'm gonna say. There's a reason why people are going crazy, because some people can't help. Some people, they have to go. Some people, like, they fucking are so mentally distraught, they think a monster is about to kill them, and when they turn around they see a monster in their, like, they see it in their mind. Like, that's how crazy. And then this is why they have psych wars. Like, some people have karma where they can't control their mind, because remember I told you your mind doesn't belong to you. So if you sunk into such a low space spiritually, your mind actually has a mind of its own, and it causes you torment, and you have to live out these experiences by default. This is what some people in this reality have to experience. This is why there's so much fucked up shit going on in this world. But since we have a lot of new spirits who are ignorant, they can't give you this knowledge. They can only speak to you like, just get it together, just get it together. But if you open your eyes and look at reality, you've never seen people just get it together. So that must mean what I'm saying must have some validity, because you've never seen a time in life where everything was peaceful. You've never. So obviously what I'm saying has to be truthful. I'm not saying that you should just give up, and because there are some people who, they should work harder and they don't. But at the same time, you got to understand we live in a really fucked up world, and it goes beyond just these Masons and shit, what they created, nigga, because you chose this shit. You got yourself in this mess. So you're pretty much responsible for why we're here. The spirits, every spirit that's in here contributed why we're here, including you. It wasn't nobody who put, he's like, if you're also a player. Yeah, this reality does it. In addition, I'm pretty sure that this reality does not render. That's bullshit. Everything's here. This reality doesn't render. All that simulation, render, video game, that has nothing to do. You guys keep comparing this reality to a video game. That's fucking bullshit. They copied, they made a video game from reality. The reality is not copying the video game. They try to copy the reality, and this is what you call a video game. So they're mimicking this, and it's not even that. They mimic it the best way they can. This shit ain't no fucking video game. It's no simulation. Why does it have to be? Like, why do you have to say, oh, it's a simulation? Why does it have to be that? Because think about it like this. If you didn't know English, if you weren't raised by Masons, you wouldn't even know what a simulation was. Because for you to know what a simulation was means somebody had to invent technology. Yo, stupid nigger ass didn't invent no technology. Some fucking Mason in a lodge invented technology. You see what I'm saying? So you wouldn't even know what a fucking simulation was if it wasn't for technology, and Masons invented it. So the same people you say you hate, they gave you that word simulation. Nigga, see, you niggas' minds is, and even me talking like this, a lot of you stupid fuckheads still won't get the fucking memo. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. We don't live in no fucking simulation. Nigga, if you believe we live in a simulation or this place renders, you're kind of slow. You're fucking slow, because that's not what it is. Why the fuck do you think it has to render? We're in a reality. When you were conscious, the first moment you seen when you were young and 8 years old, did you think about simulations and shit? No, you just thought you're in a reality and everything's moving. This is the reality. This is the physical. Your spirit is nothing. So anytime you see something, that's not your spirit. That's fake. This planet is fake. Even your thoughts, that's fake. Sound, that's fake, because it's something. Everything, anytime you can point to something, it's fake, and that has nothing to do with you. in terms of your spirit. Your spirit, you can never see it. You can never, your spirit has to take a shape and a form. It can never just exist like even if you say, oh, it's a floating ball, that's not your spirit. That's a body. Your spirit just created a fucking floating ball and called it a float, and then you call it your spirit. Your spirit is like, you can never see it. You can never look at it. You can't be conscious. It has to. It's to a point where it's invisible. And in order for you to kind of get a representation, you have to take it like make a body. So this is why when you die, you just go into another body. You can never not have a body, even if the body looks like a light, or maybe the body's invisible, but you're in a black room. It's still a body. You can never not have a body. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you niggas, because it's impossible, because your spirit is nothing. So everything that you see, your spirit created. It has nothing to do with, like, he said shit's a video game. Only to your stupid ass. Shit ain't no fucking video game, nigga. If this was a video game, nigga, you guys don't want me to want to know. You guys don't want this to be a video game, because if this was a video game, I'll treat it like a video game and I'll be killing everyone, because you, like, how can you say it's a video game but then you play Grand Theft Auto and you kill everyone, but if I tell you to kill everyone now, your stupid ass want to go do it. That tells you it's not a fucking video game. Because why don't you go and kill somebody right now? Because you know you're gonna get, you can't just shut off the shit right now. You got consequences and karma and all this other shit. So it's not a video game, bitch. Because if it was, you do every single thing you can do in a video game, such as take the fucking disc out. Where's the fucking disc? Where's the server where you can download the game within this reality? Why aren't you shooting people? Why aren't you, see? This ain't no fucking video game. I just pretty much debunked that stupid shit. I'm gonna drop the link. Somebody could come in and, I want, like, for real, say whatever the fuck you gotta say. I'm tired of dealing with a bunch of dumbass people. And to be honest, it really don't even fucking matter. You can believe it's a video game or not. At the end of the day, we all got to do what we all got to do. If you don't do it, you're going to come back to this video game again and do it again. Whatever you want to call it. It don't fucking matter what we call it, nigga. Like, the only reason you niggas believe it's a video game is because you got it from the internet and you listen to these Masons. That's it. Don't try to make it look like you got this information from some source or from Spirit, or you got it from fucking Masons on Google. You read this shit on YouTube. That's that stupid fucking nappy headed nigger Infinite Waters told you what that shit was. That stupid stank pussy yoga teacher bitch, whatever the fuck her old ass is, because that's all these white bitches on here that talk spirituality do, tarot reading, yoga, and all these bitches. They told you the shit that you heard about, what you heard about. Ain't nobody else. Don't act like you got this information from some, like, nah, you didn't. Always remember, everything on the internet is there for a reason. There's a reason where you can talk, where you can read about information on simulation of this reality, but you can't read about how to hack into the servers of the White House. There's a way to do that, hack into the servers, but you don't know how. Why not? Because they're not going to put it out there. It's not because it's impossible. If you think that's impossible, then you must be a fucking moron. It's not that it's impossible, it's just they don't put it out there. So the stuff that they don't put on the internet means that they don't want it out there. If it's out there, that means they really don't care. So always keep that in mind. And I'm not saying everything on the internet is fake because it's out there. I'm not saying that, but I'm just telling you, a lot of shit out on the internet is fake. You niggas need to fucking understand that. Yeah, my phone's about to run out of batteries in about, like, probably like about 30 minutes or so. So I'll be on, and I'll probably be on a little later. Yeah. But like shit, man. Yeah, anytime you feel uneasy around certain people, get the fuck away from them. Get the fuck away from them. Don't like that's another thing. We're in 2023. Like right now, we're at the end of the ropes. It's a wrap. Like the world is over. And when I say the world is over, I mean there's no hope. Whatever the Masons are gonna do, they have a 99% success rate from here on out. The only way that they can probably fail is if we somehow wake up, and at this point it's too much. So we're at the end of the ropes right now. They pretty much are gonna end up having their way with people, with a certain group of people, which is over 95% of people. So, like, at this point, don't be around anybody you don't feel you need to be around, because there's nothing that they can offer you. Now, if anything, they're a liability, because once shit starts hitting the fan and they're in your circle, they're going to start acting programmed, and you're gonna be a part of the program because they're in your circle. Because remember, like when the pandemic hit, everybody started acting programmed and following suit. Just like that, there's gonna be many more programs that are gonna be worse in the future, and they may even bring the whole pandemic thing back. But like I said, this is why you got to cut people off, because nobody's real out here. Everybody is heavily traumatized. Everybody is heavily under mind control, and everybody is dangerous at this point. Don't even tell nobody your business. Don't tell nobody any secrets you have. Don't trust anyone like that. I'm not saying don't deal with people, but use your discretion. Yeah, we have a Venus retrograde next week. Yeah. Leo season is gonna probably be very, very toxic. It's gonna be a negative season. So just hang in there. Leo season starts next week, and it's gonna be, because Venus is going retrograde in Leo. I think we got Mars in Leo. No, no, not Mars. We got a whole bunch of shit in Leo, and Venus is retrograde in Leo, and we have a Mercury retrograde in the next month. So it's about to be it's about to be some shit going on. Yeah. Yeah, don't even waste your time with these people out here, man, because a lot of people are damaged. Like I was just saying in the beginning of the live stream, that like at this point, anybody who's spiritual, I think you missed it. Yeah, you probably missed it, but I'm gonna say this again. At this point, I don't even want to be around people who are too spiritual. And hear me out when I say this. What you guys think is spiritual is actually religious. That's why you guys may say, what are you talking about? You don't want to be around spiritual people. No, you have a wrong perception of what spirituality is. Spirituality, because remember, we're in Saturn, we're in a different time, especially Saturn being in Pisces. Spirituality is somebody who's willing to work with you on your creative endeavors, your goals, your missions, whatever that may be. It could lead into some spirituality if you're gonna have a spiritual business, or maybe you have a healing retreat center and you're trying to heal. Then if it's spiritual on that aspect, that's different. But all this, oh, I watched this and you watch this, and you don't want to be around people like that, because a lot of these people are damaged. This is the reason why they watch spirituality all the time, and this is the reason why they criticize people all the time. If they're not so-called spiritual, is because they're damaged. Because anybody who's really doing something, like I'll tell you guys, like I'm not even at my max right now. I'm intelligent as fuck and I'm smart as fuck, and you guys see me speak. I'm not even where I'm supposed to be right now, and I have issues, and I'm telling you this. I'm not perfect. So anybody who wants to sell you this idea like they're spiritual and I'm way more intelligent than them, they're full of shit. Because if I'm fucking telling you and I'm coming out with this knowledge, then anybody else that's selling you wolf tickets, they're full of shit. So I'm telling you, like, I wouldn't even want to, at this point, I don't even, any female who talks about spells or tarot cards or readings, stay the fuck away from me. I don't want to even deal with you. I'd rather be with a female who's trying to actually build a mission or do something other than just talk about some tarots and some spells. And because one thing I know is like all these bitches who out here who talk about tarot reading and spiritual and stuff, they're all fucked up and damaged, and you can just tell they got trauma and they got issues with masculine energy, and like you can tell. And that's one thing I've noticed. And like I'm realizing that like the women that you want, the people you want to be with, not even just women, but people in general, are people who can help you on your creative endeavors. Anybody who's not trying to help you on your creative endeavors, they're a liability. And I'm not saying you don't deal with women just with the, who don't want to work with you. You can deal with them, but just fuck them and do one night stands and just have fun. Don't take it serious. Anytime you want to get serious, if she's not on the same mission goal, fuck them. Don't deal with them. But at the same time, if you still want to have sex and do all that shit, have one night stands and just keep it like the bachelor lifestyle. Don't take it to a relationship with any of these bonehead ass loser ass bitches. Like, to be honest, in 2020, oh shit. I hope that fucking police isn't coming over here. I'm gonna have to leave, dude. I hope that stupid ass police ain't coming over here. Oh man. Oh my goodness. I don't even know. Okay, please don't stop. Thank goodness. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, it's parked over here. Okay, but yeah, like I was saying, guys, because I don't got no fucking insurance on this damn car. Yeah, he probably just going. I don't have no insurance on this fucking car. That's why I was tripping. Okay, good. If they stop this shit, man, I'm about to pay like $300 to get this shit out of the tow truck. I'm gonna be so fucking pissed. That's the only reason I'm tripping, because this shit is not insured, and I don't even think it's registered. But anyways, guys, like when it comes to these bitches out here, I don't deal with them like that. Like for real. Like unless like that's why I just fuck with them on a one night stand, or like, oh, I don't do prostitute shit no more. Fuck that. I did that fucking back in the day. I don't do that shit no more. But yeah, that's all I did. It was prostitutes and one night stands. Because most of these bitches are not really shit out here. Like there's like what's the point? Like it's 2023. If you're a female, and then another thing is like I'm really not on a state where I can attract certain females that I want. Like I can't be with no bitch working at no regular minimum wage job. But at the same time, there's certain things that I haven't done. So like a female who isn't in that position, like why would they want to be with somebody who's like, you see what I'm saying? But at the same time, like that's the thing, like, because but by the time I get my shit to that level, I don't even need like, because me, like I have a lot of Aquarius. It's hard for me to be intimate, and I don't have love. Like I've never fell in love before. Like I don't know when people always talk about falling in love, I don't know what that feels like at all. I can never have love. Like I can have like care for somebody, but I don't know what love is like that. So I never experienced that shit. So when people when I deal with females, I always from like a sexual point. I don't look at it like lovey-dovey. If anything, that turns me off when a female is intimate. It's a turn off. I like it when a female acts like a whore. Like when I see a girl who's a whore and she's a slut, that's turn on. But when she's like nice and intimate, that's kind of a turn off for me. And like that's always been the case. So when I'm looking at these bitches out here, I'm looking like, do I need to heal? Because I'm trying to heal, but I'm like, or this is just me. So like, there's certain things I don't even really know. That's why I really don't even give a fuck about a lot of these stupid bitches like this, because it's like, at the end of the day, I really just I can just be with prostitutes and I'll be good. Because I don't like a lot of niggas who can't just be with prostitutes. That's because they actually want to develop an intimate relationship with some. I can give a fuck about that shit. If anything, it's actually a turnoff to me. Like, because I like the way the prostitute shit is. You get the money and you pay them the money, and then that's it. That's a turn. Like I want to go buy some weed, I just go buy some weed and I get high. That's how I felt sex should be. You just pay the money or whatever, or not even you just pay the money. Like it's just there. Like there's places you go to just fuck, brothels on every corner. That's how it should be. I felt like. But I'm not saying like if you guys like women, I'm not bashing all you guys because you guys may have like a lot of Venus in like Libra or Taurus or fucking Virgo or some not no not Virgo. Venus doesn't do good in Virgo, but you may have like signs that cater, so you may love relate. Which there's nothing wrong with that because me, I have a stellium in Aquarius in the 6th house. So that right there makes me somebody who just like I'm pretty much I'm like community dick. Pretty much like I like to fuck with everyone in terms of like that's that because I have a lot of Aquarius. But I'm through with this fucking world. I hate this fucking world so much. I hate this fucking world so damn much. That's why when I look at this world, like I look, this world really isn't as bad as what people say it is. Like everyone's all talking about because I remember I used to tell you guys about the collapse and how the money system and all that. And if you look at it, ain't shit happening. They just released an article saying that inflation is getting better. And remember that video that with the guy who got fired at the supermarket? He even said when he was recording the homeless people, he's like, the economy is not that bad. So this is telling you like the world is not that bad. And remember, I said that they're not going to make the world that bad because if they make it too bad, people are going to wake up. And you see, after I said that, they're talking about the inflation is not that bad. The guy on the video, the economy is not that bad, and they're you see what I'm saying? Because they know what I'm saying is right. The world, they're not gonna let the economy and the world. There's not gonna be no food short. Don't trip about no food short. Ain't no. There's gonna probably be less food, or you may have to go to the government building to get food. But it's never gonna be a time where it's like complete. Everything is done. There gonna be times where there's gonna be no electricity. They're gonna get rid of the internet, but that's gonna be pre-planned, and they're gonna try to make it look like it's a solar flare. There's no such thing as no solar flare. That sun is not what you think it is. Look at 3 people left my room. You see, when I started talking about the solar flare, 3 people left. These are probably a bunch of stupid Egyptian niggers that probably think that Amun Ra God is coming through the sun and is gonna kill the white man with his fucking flares. That's probably some Egyptian Ashe Hemutep niggers. Get the fuck off my page, nigga. Fuck Egypt and fuck all those stupid dead ass niggers. Fucking mix me with that stupid ass shit, nigga. Fucking hate any nigger that's into that stupid Egyptian shit. That's the reason why we suffer. Every single time I see black people in the stupidity and ignorance, I'm always gonna think of the stupid niggers who fucking keep pushing that Egyptian shit, nigga. You keeping us fucking lost. And then they have the audacity to say that fucking Jesus was white. No, nigga. Or Jesus was black. No, nigga. Jesus was white because Masons created Jesus. Imagine if I go and I draw a picture of my black ass and then some stupid motherfucking spick tells me that's not a black person. That's a white person. It's like, bitch, that's me and I drew it. How you gonna tell me? Create your own shit. Why don't we create our own shit instead of being like stupid niggers? I shit always gotta steal shit from somebody. Why don't we create our own fucking religion? That's how fucking black people are. They ain't no fucking solar flare, nigga. A solar flare would never ever fucking happen. Anything that you see that you mistake as a solar flare is just the system getting his ass whooped by this motherfucking Mason. These Masons is putting they boot on your neck. So when you feel that boot on your neck, you think it's a solar flare, but it's really not. It's just these Masons got their fucking boot on their fucking neck. Because you niggas don't know how to wake the fuck up. That's why this world is going to shit. Shit's crazy. Anybody want to join? My phone's about to die 15%. So I'm going to go and have to charge this and then. Yeah, I'm going to just probably wait until it goes dead. Oh, man. I took a hit. And then we got this bum ass fucking excessive heat wave. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. I hate this fucking heat because it makes my fast, it makes it a lot harder for me to do my fast. Like I was on day 3 2 days ago, and I was gonna do to like day 8, but it was just so damn hot, and I had a whole bunch of errands I had to run, so I ended it on day 3. Like it's just a lot harder when it's like the heat. And it's like, cause usually, like when I go on my fast, I hate drinking water. I like to go as dry as possible. Maybe I just wet my mouth or whatever, but when I'm drinking a lot of water because it's hot, I fucking hate that shit. So that's why I was like, okay, let me just do 3 days and just end this shit. Yeah, God in the universe. Yeah, God is the universe. It's the same shit. They go, oh, I don't believe in God, but the universe. Nigga, shut your ass up, nigga. It's the same fucking thing. And nigga, fuck the universe. The universe isn't what you guys think it is. The universe is everybody's thought together. That's all the universe is. It's nothing else. All these stupid universe means one song. Shut your stupid ass up, nigga. You wouldn't even know the word universe if it wasn't for a Mason to create that language. Always remember, a Mason created the English language. Always remember that when somebody tells you some stupid nigger shit, or somebody tell you to go read a book, or always remember Masons invented literature. Literature derives from books. Books derive from literature. Literature is putting what's on your mind on a manuscript, a pen and paper, ink, books. That's literature. That comes from, and you, in order to make literature, you need a word, language, English. So any stupid ass putting so much energy. I'm not saying don't read books. I'm not saying don't write, because there's information and everything. But all these people put this energy into this, like you have to be spiritual. No, you don't, bitch. The most spiritual, the most intelligent, spiritualist person I've ever met in my fucking life never read a goddamn fucking book, and he dropped more information than people. And ever since I seen a nigga like that, I never respected a motherfucker who just talks about books all the damn time. You look like a little homie baby spirit. That's what you are, a little homie baby spirit. You're old ass, gray haired, and balding in the fucking physical, but in the spiritual realm, you're a baby ass fucking spirit. You ain't shit. And if anything, it plays out. It plays out backwards. Yeah. And it's funny, I went to go I got some more cars, poke some of these cars I'm gonna sell. I got I got like over like $400 worth of cards. And I was gonna sell it to the I was these things are selling hella fast. Like I sold like the last 2 days I sold probably like 280 $280 worth of these cards. Just the last 2 days. So these cars, they selling good. And it's funny because I was gonna sell this one guy to offer up, and his stupid bitch ass hits me up last night after I sold all of my cards. He's like, "Oh, I'll come get him right now," and I was like, "I ran out," and I was like, "I'll let you know when I get some," and he's like, "Okay." And then this morning I went and got some more, and I was like, "Hey, do you want them? I just got some in," and he's like, "I think I'm gonna pass." What a fucking idiot. Like the reason he did it, I think, because I think he knew it was he felt like it was stolen or some shit. Because the energy he gave off was like, you just asked me last night, you bitch nigga. It hasn't even been 24 hours. And you change your mind. And when he responds, he's like, I'm gonna pass. It's not like, oh, I can't get him right now. It's I'm gonna pass. Like, bitch, the fuck out. I don't want your weak ass money. I blocked your bitch ass. So even if you do change your mind, bitch, I don't want to deal business with you because you got that bitch nigger energy. I don't want you touching my money and then I get that energy and then something happens to me. So I deleted his shit, but I wish I would have blocked his ass so he can't message me again because I don't even want to do no business with that bitch nigga. Talk about I'm a pass. Get the fuck out of here. Go ahead and go buy them at regular price then, stupid ass. And he was gonna buy it yesterday. So like the shit I had yesterday was stolen. He was gonna buy it, but like because he was like, how did in his mind he was like, how did he get them so fast? They must have been stolen. And like I can't deal with a motherfucker. And that's the thing. Don't deal with people who be thinking too much. Like if you're gonna think deep about stuff that matters. Don't niggas who think too much about shit that don't matter, don't even deal with them. Like this motherfucker, even if he responds back to me, I'm not dealing with him because you're out of my reality. I'm done with your stupid ass. Shit's crazy. Like sometimes I understand like why shit is the way it is. Like you guys, you know how you guys see some things in the Matrix that you just hate. Like why does this have to be so expensive? It's nothing wrong with it being expensive. It's just people like you and me. The fact that we have to experience it, that's the problem. Some people they need to be told what to do. Some people need to have a candy bar cost $3 because if a candy bar didn't cost $3, then that fat ass would not know when to stop eating, and then the diabetes epidemic would be that much worse. But since things are expensive, it tells people, okay, I need to stop. I can't be in taking too much into my desires. So I'm going broke now. I have to stop. See what I'm saying? So now I see, because you see this stupid sheep. I'm about to give him something that costs $60. He's about to get like half price. Dumbass didn't want to get it because of his own retarded mentality. But then some people will say, while people are struggling out here, we need to make things cheaper. But then people have opportunities, but they don't take it. So this is why the government does what they do, because people are just stupid in general. Even if you try to help people, even if you gave everyone $1 million, everybody will still be broke, still asking for more money. They won't know how to make their own fish. So instead of the government giving everybody, saying, since these people, this is what the government thinks, because I've seen them. I've seen them do this. Like, since these people don't want to learn how to fish, let's just create a system and charge them for it. And if they don't participate in it, they're going to get punished. And if they don't like it, they can make their own system. And they do this to keep people at certain levels. So now you have people that can still partake in their desires, but they're too stupid to make their own system. So they have to go get a 9 to 5 and work at UPS or work at a cubicle so they can get money to go pay for their little hamburgers and fucking weed and shit, because they're too stupid to know how to make their own burgers and create their own cattle, make their own wheat, make their own weed plants and their own system, and make their own plastic to package it up and make it look nice and build their own stores. They're too dumb to do that. So we have our own system. And since so many people want to cater to this system, now it makes it, we're stuck in a situation where people like me, we got to work harder. You see what I'm saying? Because we can create our own system. They did it. And anybody who's not talking about that, they're not talking about nothing. If they're not talking about healing, whether it be the emotional body, healing traumas, and becoming more aware by knowing self and through healing traumas and shit, if they're not talking that, the shadow work, or creating their own system, they're not talking about nothing. I don't care about aliens. I don't care about soulless people. I don't care about fucking reptilians. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Anybody who ever fucking mentions that shit in my fucking face, I will slap the shit out of them. And if you're bigger than me, I'm gonna go get something. I'm gonna fucking shoot you. I swear I give a fuck about no damn alien. I hate motherfucking aliens. I hate motherfucking anybody who talks about that shit. I hate. Don't talk to me about anything that's not about shadow work, healing, or creating our own system. I would rather listen to sports and listen to fucking goddamn Nicki Minaj shaking her fat fake ass. I would rather watch that than anybody who got something to say about some shit that's not fucking important. Because that's the same, it's the same category. Useless, dumb shit. And I know there's a bunch of bitch ass niggas on here talking about, oh, I'm crazy because I'm talking about creating my own system. No, put it into perspective. Use a bitch ass, weak ass spirit, and you know you can't do shit. Because even if I don't end up creating my own system, let's just say I don't create it this life. That's fine. But where I'm gonna end up is gonna be way further than you. Because like they say, if you can't reach for the moon, you're gonna at least hit the clouds. Like if you try reaching for the moon, you're gonna at least get the clouds. So if you set the bar high, by default, where I'm gonna land is way higher than you, bitch. And I'm already way higher than you. That's why you think I have all this fucking intelligence? I don't read no book. I fucking experienced a lot of shit. I've been through a lot of shit. I've seen it. I've done. This is why I don't like anything. When you have a lot of a lot of dislikes, especially when it comes to food, because food is sustenance. When you have a lot of dislikes, that means you've been down here, you've done everything, and you're at the end of your life cycle. I'm at the end of my cycle. A lot of you guys are in the middle or in the beginning. I'm at the end, so I don't even like fucking most food. Like it's like I'm picky as fuck. I don't like because I've been down here and I've done a lot of this shit so much. Why you think I'm so fucking intelligent and I don't read a book? I don't read books. I'm not like these stupid niggers out here who read. I don't read books. I've been through that life of being like these niggers, reading books, thinking I'm spiritual, and that didn't get me nowhere. All it did is get you coming back here more. Because if you're reading books, your mind is on what a Mason created. So when you die, all that shit on your mind is going to create a reality that the Masons control. If you're speaking English in your dreams and you go to your dreams and you're seeing a bunch of fucking cars and different shit that's of Masonic, that shows you that you really don't have your mind. Because when you dream, you're still not supposed to have any, it's not supposed to have nothing to do with the Mason world. It's supposed to be some other shit that you can't explain. Like just like I can't tell you what a car looks like if you've never seen a car. You have to see a car for you to know what a car is. I can't tell you about the Masonic system if you never experienced it or if you don't have a mind to experience it. So some things you have to experience. So if this is only thing on your mind, that means because what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to be doing the work so we can create our own mind. So when we die, we don't go into a Mason world. So everything in that world is nothing of this world. It's some other shit. Other shit. Like instead of music, it's because we in that world we'll have different organs. We won't have eyes, ears, and mouth. We have a different organ. So with a different organ, we have different experience. Just like you need ears to listen to music. You can't listen to music without ears, right? So if we create a different body with better organs, let's just say it's something that's way different than ears. We can have, instead of listening to music, we're going to be doing something else and it's called something else. And we're experiencing that organ and it's way better. Or maybe instead of like the private area, we have sex is different. So it's more pleasure when we have sex. So we could come like 20,000 times more and not have to take a break. You see what I'm saying? Create better bodies. I'm not saying that's a better body, but I'm giving you guys an example because people's mind is so low. They may think that's a better body, but there may be bodies that maybe go out the world that you can't even comprehend. And then you can have different experiences, just like you listen to music, you watch porn. You need a dick to watch porn and enjoy it. But if we have different organs, you'll be doing something else that's more enjoyable maybe than watch, not maybe, but more enjoyable than watching porn or listening to music. It's some other shit. That's like what we're trying to create so we can get out of this. Is what they tell you, you're trapped in this human body, because when you have your mind, you can create anything. You don't, we're trapped in this five senses, this shit, what you think is good, but when you get out of it, because I've experienced it, it's once you get high in that, man, you don't even want to come back here. You feel trapped in this body because you experience so much to experience. So many things to do. Like just like imagine like on a Saturday night you're in the house and you don't have money and you're on Instagram and you see everybody with like, and you're like, man, I want to go out and do all these things. Imagine that, but on different reality. Imagine like you looking at a different reality and you can't experience, and you're in a human body and you feel like you're getting left out because you're in this body. That's how it feels like. Just like you guys feel like you're missing out and you see, oh, look, I wish I could do this. That's how I be seeing these other body. I'm in this human body having to experience this. You can have the best time of your life in this human body. It still ain't shit compared to that other one. And these Masons, this is why they're mad, because they're trying to get into the higher dimension so they can do what they're doing now, but even bigger, and they can't get there. They're not gonna get there. That's why this is what they're trying to get to. See, they're trying to like this because we're all trying to do something. They're not just relaxing, just chilling. They are, but they want to get ahead too, because they're right now they're stuck on this plane. They're not gonna. There's certain dimensions they want to go that they can't get to, and they're not going to be able to get there. And they're trying their best to get there, but they can't. Because so now they're stuck in this shit. So the only thing they can, this is what they're trying to control. Because the only way you can really control this reality, the way like you want, is what you have to do what the Masons are doing, like control people and mind control them. That's the only way you can control this reality to like yourself, but you have to do it the evil way. That's why they're doing it. But the thing is, you don't have to do that, because if you're not stuck down here, you're not gonna even have the desire, the urge to want to do that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to charge my phone. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to charge this shit. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? I think fuck. Yeah, I'll be back, guys. I'm just wiping this shit down. Yeah, but if anybody got any questions with what I just said, I didn't even come on here to really teach anything, man. But this shit's oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to charge my phone. I'm gonna go home and charge my shit, then I'll probably be back on. I don't know. I might not even be on. I don't even feel like going back on, to be honest. Hold on for a minute. Damn. Yeah, so what's good with everyone though? Before I get off, I got like 7% left. I might just go to this fucking Barnes and Noble back here and charge my shit. I was hella tripping. I seen that fucking police car came earlier in this video. Because I don't have no fucking insurance and registration on this. That's why I was like, damn. But he just drove by. Because he just came down here. And he could have went any other way, but I guess he just came down here to see what the fuck I was doing. I don't know. They motherfuckers nosy. Yeah, get the fuck up out of here. Yeah. Damn. Damn. One thing I noticed about the time is that, like, because I know it's like I said, like time was speeding up, and it is, but I feel like what's happening is time is just changing. It's not more so it's just speeding up. It's the way because like sometimes the days like it'll be going by slower, but at the same time the day will be going by fast. Like because like I know this last week went by really like slow. At least the days, but then at the same time they went by fast. Like I can't explain it. Like and my what I'm coming to the conclusion is time is just changing. It's like the way your perception of it. Like, cause some days it'd be going by fast, and then some days it'd be just going by like slow for me. But then even the days that it's slow, it's still fast. Like it's weird. But like I've noticed that shit. I feel like time is just changing in general. Why the fuck did I go this way, man? I went the wrong fucking way. Because what it is that if you're doing things you don't want to do, then time goes by slow. And I like recently I've been doing shit like I really didn't want to do. And like I've noticed it's going by a little bit more slower. And like this is why you don't see that many people talk. Like you're like, why does the people notice that it's going? Nobody's talking about it. It's because everybody's perception is different. Your time perception is different than mine. I'm not saying time is going by slow, but you may be experiencing it fast, and you are because it's called time. I don't like to use Masonic terms, but some one brother named Brother Polite, that's his name. He said it's called time self perception, where each person has their own like perception of time. This is why never. This is why you don't hear everybody speaking about it going fast or it going slow. It's like you're like, how do people know? Because some days it be going by so fast. I'm like, how the fuck don't people know? It's because it's all in the. It's your perspective. Because I've noticed these last few weeks been going by. To be honest, these last months been kind of going slow. I'm not saying it's slower than it was back in 2020 or 2019. I'm not saying that. It's still faster than those dates, but it's going slower than I say like January of this year for me. January this year, that month went by quick. February went by quick. I noticed, but once we got into like March, April, then it just started kind of slowing down. And I noticed those times I had a lot going on. Like I moved, a lot of agent attacks, a lot of bullshit, and that kind of densed it down. But if you're somebody, maybe you didn't go through nothing and just maybe it was going by fast. Fuck. Damn. I hate when you smoke these pins and it fucking leaves a nasty ass taste in your mouth. She had to put this fucking phone down. Damn it. I can't even make a U-turn. Fuck. Yeah, but it's just crazy. That's why you don't be seeing people like I because when time was going by so fast at one point, I'd be like, how doesn't nobody speaking about this? But then now, like time, I'm not gonna say it's going by slow, but it ain't going by that fast as it was the beginning of this year. Like I feel like it's kind of grueling for me right now because I want this summer to be over. I hate the summer. One thing about me is I hate the summer. I don't like the summer, and it's not say that I don't like the sun and like oh like it's not that I don't like the energy that the summer encompasses. Like around the summer, certain energies take effect for me personally, and I don't like that energy. So it's not really like the sun, and I don't. It's not. It has nothing to do with that. It's just, I hate this time of year because based upon my natal chart, I have a lot of squares and in conjunctions around this time. So around the summertime, a lot of bullshit be happening to me because of my alignment. So this is one reason I hate it. Once the fall gets here, this is when I start thriving. So like this year, like last year, I wasted my fall and I wasted that time. But this year, since I know, I'm gonna take full advantage of the fall when it gets here, because that's the harvest. That's my for me when I harvest. Some people they talk about how the fall is because everything falls. That's the other aspect. But I'm the higher aspect, so I harvest. You see what I'm saying? That's what they call it, the harvest festival, the harvest season, and they call it the fall. It's different perspectives. Some people, when it comes to fall, they fall. When it's my summer, that's when I fall because based on my natal. But some people, their natal may be a different sign where it's different. Yeah, I'm gonna go into this fucking Barnes and Noble. I would charge this shit. Yeah. Damn, we got 10 people in the fucking room. See, everybody always joins the fucking room at the end of the damn live when I'm about to go off. Because my shit's about to, but it's charging right now, so I just keep it. Yeah, I'm just chilling right now. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna drop the link one more time if anybody wants to join. Yeah, even if you're a troll, I don't care. You can join the link. I don't care anyway. If you're a troll, I'll let you say whatever, and then I'll kick you out. I'm not gonna just like kick you out. I'll let you at least say whatever you have to say. Yeah. But I don't even know why I have any trolls. I don't. Everything I see on my channel is real. If anything, the trolls they watch my channel, they actually get help. Because you have no other choice but to get help because my shit's so real. Like by default, you automatically know what I'm talking about because it's like you can't help but to get help from it and be like, okay, it's some real shit. Damn, put this fucking. Man, there you go. Yeah, but I dropped the link. Nobody wants. Yeah, I don't know. Damn, somebody must be cooking some fucking hamburgers or some shit. Some grilling. That shit smell kind of good. I don't even eat this shit. That shit smell good. Like the smell of it. It's like how like when you're going somewhere and like you smell like the food and it's like it's not the food that you smells good. It reminds you about to go out and have fun and chill. It's like a, yeah, like a fucking fair somewhere, and it's like you smell the food and you know you're about to have a good ass time because like food and like there's like you about to go travel somewhere or some shit. That's the reason I like the smell of it. It's like you know you about to like have a good ass time somewhere because you know like because they're cooking good ass food and there's like hella shit to do, or you just hella high as fuck because there's really not shit to do. You just hella high. Yeah, that's the only way I can. I realized the only way I can enjoy this reality is when I was high. But the thing is, though, is like the thing is, all the things I was doing when I was high, I wasn't even supposed to be doing. So there was a reason why I didn't enjoy those things sober because I wasn't supposed to do it. But then I got high doing it, saying I need to know this is what I need to do to get high. What is like, nah, I didn't even need to be doing it. Yeah. Oh man. I'm glad I stole this fucking. I stole this shit. The little sun thing. I stuck that shit in my pants, man. I got it at Walmart. I stuck that shit in my pants. That shit was hella hard to steal. I didn't think it was gonna be that big. Then when first I was just gonna walk out of the store with it, but I don't like doing that because the only reason I like to walk out with a store is because I don't like to blow up the spot. Like I like to steal where I can come back 100 times. Like there's stores I've stole from, I've been back like 100, 200 times. But if I started being blatant and walking out, I'll only be able to go there 2, 3 times. So why get something and only be able to go 2, 3 times because they're gonna call the cops because they already know I steal, versus if I could do it sneakily and get like thousands of dollars more shit over a longer period. You see, so that's why I don't like to just walk out. But I was gonna walk out with this one, but I was like, let me try it. I stuck this, put it in my pocket, and that shit was. If they looked at me, they could have seen it. But I walk in a certain way, like when I walk around the store, like I make sure that the employees they don't see me grab the item. I don't let them see me grab it. I don't even like to let them see me be in the same aisle. I want to get the shot. I be fucking playing like hide and seek in there. Like if I hear like, cause I program my mind's so programmed. Like when I hear certain sounds, I know they're coming, and then I walk in that. So I can go in a store unless there's somebody on camera. I can go in a store and nobody will see me unless there's somebody on camera because I move in a certain way. And like, but most of the time they see me. Like if I go through the front, they'll see me and shit. But I hella like sneak around. Like it's just funny. And it's weird because my brother has said some deep shit to me. Because I be telling him like I be going here and stealing all this shit, and he's like, why would you use? He said something because he's not even spiritual, but he says some deep shit. Like he's like, why would you use your power to hurt people that are lesser than you or to out scheme them? Because I tell him how much I be stealing, and he says some deep shit, and he's not spiritual at all. Like he's not deep, and he said that, and it was hella like weird how he said it because it kind of hit me because it's like because I've been thinking like how am I able to do this, and he's like, and it makes sense because a lot of people are more weaker and stupider, but I'm using that to my advantage, and then I shouldn't do that because it could come back. And like he had a good point there when he said that. He said, "Have you suffered trauma of your shit being stolen?" I got shit stolen from me for everyone has, to be honest. Shit, you get your taxes stolen from you every fucking day. The fuck? Every paycheck. That shit getting stolen from you. But I got shit stolen from me before. What did I get? I got my PlayStation, my PSP stolen. But the reason it got stolen, that's like 'cause I let this idiot. Well, I thought it was this back in high school. I let him use my shit, and then he gave it to somebody, and then he let the person just didn't give it back to me. It was him. And it's the funny thing is, A week later, me and him were like slap boxing, like playing around, and I pushed him on the ground, and he had like his $400 Zune. You know how back in the day they used to have the Zune MP3 players? It was like iPad, but it was by Microsoft called Zune. It was like $400, and his shit cracked. And I knew it was karma because I gave that nigga my playset, my PSP, and he gave it to somebody. He let somebody else use it, and then they tried to say that they didn't have it, and he gave it to the dude. So somebody say he gave it, and he tried to act like it wasn't a big deal. But then, like a week later, we were slap boxing, and I pushed him on the ground, and he cracked his shit. And then he went to the office trying to make me pay for it. They said that I had to pay for it. I didn't pay shit, and nothing happened. Like nothing happened. But it was see, I was fucked up. How they tried to make me pay, but he got my shit stolen, and I had to just take it in like it was nothing. I didn't even go and say anything. This shit's crazy. And he tried to say I should pay because we're I pushed him and then because I pushed him and he fell on his side and his shit cracked and broke. And that was karma because this was like literally less than 2 weeks after this shit happened, probably less than a month. It was like within the same time span, short period. I know back then I didn't really look at it, but now looking back with my car, like that was karma because it was what that bitch ass nigga did. And I'm glad I didn't pay for that shit. He tried to make me pay for that shit. Yeah. But I'm about to go sell these. And just one of these boxes right here costs $30. One of these. I got how many did I get? I think I got 6. I got 5. I emptied the whole shelf because that was all they had left. So I got the 5 that was on there. Yeah. And then I got these. Well, these are like 55 each. I got 3 of these. And then the other ones were like 30 each. So I'm about to fucking. And I had sold like fucking a whole bunch yesterday. Yeah, people were buying them like people buy those like crazy. And I have a whole bunch in my fucking in my closet at home. I have like fucking that whole bag I showed you. I still have that bag, and I'm gonna keep some of them. Like I'm not selling all my shit because these are going to be worth a lot of money in the future. I'm telling you niggas, like everything's going digital. These are cards, right? You see these cards? These are physical cards. They're already telling you digital currency. Eventually they're gonna make everything digital, including cards. So everything is gonna be like you're not gonna have cards no more. So the value of these are gonna go up. And I remember when the pandemic happened, they had to stop selling these cards because people were like, I guess somebody got shot in a parking lot, and like people were like not running over kids with cars, but they were just like pushing kids out the way, and because people were lining up during the pandemic because there was a shortage and the value went up. So like they had to stop selling them. So I'm gonna just hold on to these bitches and like sell them at a later date because a lot of people they buy this and it's weird. Like more grown ass men I sell this shit to. Like I don't even think I haven't sold any. Like kids don't even use this shit. It's like grown ass men. I think they use it to invest and they collect. Like they collect or they invest into it with money, or they collect it, or they have a card shop, or it's mainly like grown ass men who are like into this hobby, which I can kind of see because like there's car like somebody sold a car for like 50 racks. Like people be getting like shit like that, so you can get a lot of money like from these cards. Like I have a few cars that are worth like a few hundred at home that I've opened up. That I have. Yeah. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end this live stream, guys. And I can't believe nobody joined the fucking live. That's crazy. Damn. It's been an hour and 30 minutes. It's weird because like there's like a lot of shit I have to say, and I felt like I didn't really say anything. And it's been already an hour and 30. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to just fucking The watch was good. Yes. So nobody, I guess nobody wants to join live. Cause I'm about to get out of here soon. So even if somebody joins the live, I'm gonna probably end up be gone real soon. Yeah. Oh man. I'm at the mall right now. About to go into this Barnes and Noble and shit. They got I probably go live on my iPad in Barnes and Noble. It just is hella quiet and it's too many dumbass sheep and I like to talk loud and be disrespectful. I do not want no fucking security guard because I don't feel like cussing a motherfucker out. Because like me, I like to be able to speak freely. And then some bitch ass nigga, oh, my kids are here and he's swearing, and I don't even feel like dealing with that shit right now. That's the only reason I don't want to go live in it because I already know there'll be some bitch ass nigga who wants to start some shit, trying to make it look like I'm like fucking like because it's just dumb. People always gotta talk to you and like ask you questions. It's like, bitch, just because I make these videos don't mean I'm fucking friendly like that. I don't fuck with you. Like I don't feel like dealing with a lot of these because a lot of these people they full of shit. Like they just want to talk about spirituality, but then at the end of the day, they don't do nothing about anything. So it's like, don't even talk to me if you're not gonna do anything about spirit. Don't even talk to me about it no more. I'd rather talk to a sheep about sports and mundane activities than you talking to you about some shit I already know and that I already seen a million times on YouTube. A lot of you guys say, I wish I knew more spiritual people. No, you don't. You say that shit now. Eventually, you'll get tired of them. What you want is for you to know yourself. And then once you can become at peace with yourself, then you'll attract the people that you could be at peace with. Then that's how it works. It's not about whatever. Right now, anytime you're looking for something, that means you're lost. So if you're looking for money, looking for this, looking for people to connect to, that means you're lost. You're never supposed to be looking for nothing. Because once you know self, everything comes to you. All the shit you're looking for is a bunch of useless, dumb, mundane, lower desire shit. I want a relationship. I want friends. I want money. All that shit ain't shit. Once you know yourself and get into and be yourself, then all that shit comes. And by the time you be yourself, all that shit doesn't even satisfy you like you think it's gonna satisfy you. All that money and all that other bullshit you think that was gonna feel so good to have it don't even satisfy you like that. Because once you get to that state, other things satisfy you, like you being yourself and knowing where you gotta go when you get the fuck up out of here and other shit. That's what satisfies. So all that other crap is like it's just what it is. It's like the icing. That's how it fucking works. And by the time you even get to that space spiritually, you'll forget. Like you guys think like right now, you're in a space right now. You guys may be lacking. You may wish you had this. You may have just a whole bunch of just. But right now, you're in this space. When you get to that space you want, it's gonna be such a gradual, slow process that you'll forget that you were even in this space. You'll have to remind yourself, like, oh, I'm here. Because that's how slow it. Like where I'm at now compared to where I was in 2019, 2020, I can't even comprehend. Like I don't remember that person. It's not like I just woke up out of it. A lot of you guys think I just switched up. It's like no, a lot of this shit is like over time with the yoga, the fasting, and that shit took a lot of toll and like a lot of shit I had to do. And it was like, and then certain negative experiences I had that made me learn things that if I didn't have those negative experiences, I'll still be a dumbass. So some of those negative experiences I needed because I wouldn't have been who I am right now and I would have been a weaker person. So like it all came into how it's supposed to come into. Stole this shit too. And I still have all my money on my food stamp card. I didn't even spend any of that shit. You niggas think I'm playing. Like I really just go in like I try my best not to buy anything. Like I hate spending money on shit. Unless like I don't mind spending money on a Lamborghini. If you give me some money, I'll go and buy a Lamborghini and I'll be happy to buy one. I don't mind spending money on a Urus. Or I don't mind spending money on a fucking like a house or a condo or fucking yeah, pretty much that's it. That's all I don't really want to go on vacation. There's nowhere I want to go. Everywhere else sucks. Well, the whole world sucks. So why the fuck would I want to go to another sucky place on this fucking planet? So fuck a vacation. But as far as that, like, who cares? I'll buy that shit. But all the shit I don't buy is shit that you ain't supposed to buy. Well, I don't even want to say that. Like, that's another thing. Like, I always keep saying, oh, it's wrong. Like, it's not even wrong that the Masons are making people buy shit. It's not wrong. It's not right. And because I'm trying to speak from a non-biased point, because I don't want to take on the responsibilities energetically of me playing onto that biasness. So this is why I'm trying to be like, because who are you to say that it's wrong or right? It is what it is. At the end of the day, it's happening. All I can do is going about it how I see fit. And how I see fit is how I'm going about it. Just like I wouldn't want somebody to tell me what I'm doing is wrong without knowing what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. Who am I to tell them what they're doing is wrong without them knowing? The way I look at it is like, it is what it is. If it was really that bad and people didn't like it, it wouldn't be happening. You see what I'm saying? It wouldn't be happening because people won't like it. So obviously it's happening because people agree with it and they're consenting to it. Yeah. Smoking on this fucking gelatos. It's a gelato. I found this pen. I had lost this pen back in May. I fucking lost it. I thought it disappeared on me. I found it in my backpack like a few days ago, and I was like, damn. Because I remember I lost it. I was like, I just bought this fucking pen. And it was a good pen. I was like, I spent like, I think it was like 20, 24 bucks I spent on this. And then like literally like the next couple of days I lost it and I had to go buy another one. And then I just found it a couple of days ago. I put it in my backpack. I don't know how the fuck it got there, but I just found it. Yeah, it's some dank ass shit. Yeah. Yeah. So anybody got any more questions? There's, there's a link if anybody wants to join. Oh man. These niggas is weird, man. If everyone that came in this room, nobody joined. Yeah. It's funny how people keep talking about like they're a god because this Sarobi guy said he says something about a player of God if you're also a player of God. Okay, you got like see all these people keep calling themselves God. First of all, God is everything. So God had all experiences. So if you call yourself God, that doesn't really mean shit really because based on your definition of the God, you it means you experience everything. That's what God means. First of all, you're not God, but if you're gonna call yourself God, you're the bum version of God. So if God is everything, then you're God in his bum ass aspect. That's what you are. Because you can't be God in his higher aspect because we have to look at the evidence. The evidence is we as humans ain't shit. We don't we're living under somebody else's system. So what's godly about that? That's not godly. So we're the negative aspect of God, if you want to say it. We're not the positive aspect of God, dumbass. Somebody said, do you believe people getting bad karma for doing people? It's like whatever you put out, you do what you get back. And at the end of the day, that's how it is. Now I'll say 99.99% of the time. There are percentages of time where things happen where that's not the case. You can't say every time because that's in reality, what you put out is what you get back. But that doesn't happen all the time. And when I say it doesn't happen all the time, I'm not saying it happens a lot. I'm saying it's very, very rare and very, very in certain circumstances, things can go astray because karma is not the ultimate thing. Like there's things that override karma. If certain people have a certain importance that they need to be down here, then it's not going to work. Karma may work differently for them. Like somebody may, like a serial killer, he may get away for 30 years, but then another guy gets away. He gets caught after killing one person. That's because everyone. It's not that the serial killer is some special or whatever. It's just there's certain things that need to happen that override that karma, and it has nothing to do with good and bad. It just that's just the experience. At a later date, he may get his shit. It may not happen the same. Like just because the time it happens has nothing to do with anything. That didn't even have anything to do with even the karma, if they got it or not, the timing and all that. It just everyone's on their own spiritual path, and people have to have certain experiences. But if you put out some negative shit, you're gonna attract negative shit. Not because somebody cussed you out. It's just like if I'm slapping people every day, I'm gonna put out that energy where somebody's gonna probably slap me, or maybe not even slap me physically. Maybe somebody gonna slap my finances and I might go broke. So metaphorically, slap money. See what I'm saying? Like you're gonna attract that energy of that slap, whether it play out as you getting slapped or it may play out as something that has nothing to do with it. But that energy's there, and you're gonna get that what you put back out. Yeah, but the thing is, you said I got pissed, bro. Somebody was at work, but you say like you want that person should be punished or that person's a bad person. But just as other people do bad things to you, you allowing people to do bad things is just as bad. That's how the universe sees it. So if you allow somebody to scam you and to get over on you, the universe sees you as you don't have respect and love for yourself. So that your karma and punishment for that is you got scammed by him, and no one's gonna save you from that but you. Like you can't say, oh, somebody scammed me. And I'm not like talking down upon you. I'm just saying like you can't be in a situation like somebody scammed me and why isn't God gonna punish them? You should be like, okay, he scammed me, and I'm not gonna allow that to happen to me again. I'm not gonna just allow this person to scam me and think somebody should come and save me, because at that point you're being a demon just like the other person, because you're not having love for self, and your karma for that is you're gonna get scammed. Just like if they keep scamming, they're gonna have their karma come down the line. But don't think you're exempt, because we all play roles. There's a reason you got scammed. That's something you should learn from. There's really no, you see what I'm saying? You gotta have boundaries. If you don't have boundaries and you let people take advantage of you, then you're disrespecting yourself. You're not showing yourself love. And you can be punished karmically for not showing self-love. So if you let people take advantage, you will get punished. And that is a what they will say sin or bad. You don't want to do that. Letting somebody take advantage of you is just as bad as you taking advantage of somebody else. It's just the opposite spectrum. You're still going to get bad karma because you're not showing self-love and you're not giving love. You see what I'm saying? It's equal. You can't think there's going to be some energy that's going to come in and save the day because of a mistake that you made of not loving self. Used to be next, just don't do it again. If you do it again, then that's when the mistake's going to be even bigger. And then you don't want that. Because we all gotta like take responsibilities. No one's really truly the victim. We all play a part. If somebody just keeps coming in your life and scamming you, and that's a habit, or they keep taking advantage of you, then you're doing something wrong because that shouldn't keep be a problem or shouldn't be something frequent. Unless you're at fault. And you like, yeah, I can understand you gotta get angry, but look at it as like a lesson and you learning not to do that again. You just learn not to do, just don't trust people like that anymore. Well, who said you have to trust this person? Why was he nice to you, or he said something that related to you, or he maybe had nice emotions, so you felt you needed to trust this person. It was based on something to do with mind control and how we should act and what's the right manners to have. It's all based on some matrix shit why you felt you need to trust him. Nobody told you needed to trust him other than you coming to that conclusion to yourself based upon your mind control programming, thinking I should trust him because of this and this. But I'm not saying go ahead and be a dickhead to everyone, but you gotta know balance. Like just because a person's nice to you doesn't mean you have to trust them. You'd be like, okay, like I respect you, we cool, but it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, it's like, are we really cool, or are we just we're just sharing the same space, and you just talking to me because we're here, or is this genuinely like, okay, I resonate with you on this, and we're building this and that. You got to learn how to differentiate those type of people. That's why I don't let people borrow money unless I don't want it back from them. If I don't want the money back, then I don't care. But if I need the money, I don't let them borrow it. And then I remember there used to be a time I was like, oh, I don't want people to see my money because they're gonna ask me for money. But now it's like, fuck that shit. I'm gonna just be normal. I'm not gonna show it like flash it, but who cares if they see me? If I don't want you to have my money, I don't want you to have my money. What are you gonna get mad at me? At this point, I don't give a fuck who gets mad at me. Get mad at me. If anything, I want you to get mad at me. So once I started developing that mindset, people don't even ask me for money when I bring it out. It's just like when I'm so angry and I'm so upset and I want somebody to try me, I go up in a store, I walk out with shit. People don't look. When I walk out, the employee has her back turned, the security's not looking. But when I go in there and I'm like kind of nervous and concerned, that's when everybody wants to start fucking with me. You see what I'm saying? That's how this reality. So you got to learn the mind control and how to maneuver this reality. Shit's crazy. Yeah, but I wouldn't even sweat it no more. At the end of the day, if I was if it was me and I was in your situation, if he owed me money and he didn't get it, I'll go into his barracks or wherever he's at, and I'll just take something or I'll break something. That's the equivalent of the damage or the money that he owed me. You see that's what that's me though. But I'm not saying you will do that or you should, but that's what I would have done. Like if he couldn't pay me my money back, and I know because people aren't gonna pay your money back. You can't force somebody to pay it, but what you can do is give them an expense, so they're gonna have to get that fixed or buy another one of whatever it is you broke, and then you can let it be resolved like that. That's what I would have done. So one way or another, that you're gonna be out of some money. That money you could have used to just pay me back, you're gonna have to use to get something fixed. Or if you don't want to get it fixed, you're just gonna it's gonna be as a loss as a result of you borrowing me money. Because if you didn't borrow money from me, that thing that I broke would have been broke. So you took some type of loss. That's just how I would have handled it. Because I'm not gonna keep asking somebody to give me my money and they could keep wasting my time. I'll just have to go and break something. And it's like lucky where I'm not, and it's lucky it's something physical and not something on his body, on his person, like his fingers or his hands. Because I could take it there, but then, like I said, I'm not trying to get locked up. Oh shit! Whew. Damn. Yeah, guys. Oh man, this weather is ridiculous. It's too hot. It's too much. Yeah, I don't like the weather right now. I guess it's good if you like about a fucking water, but right now the weather is weak. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I'm about to go in here and charge my phone and shit. I just came to the mall today. It's a weak ass mall. I don't like this mall. I want to go to the other one, but the other one just is too far from here. I fucking hate this mall. People on Twitter talking, everyone's going on strike, protests like teachers. Fuck those stupid ass protests. Give a fuck about all that. Nigga. This is more like dumbass shit. All of like, it's funny how everybody protests the same way. Like, what if you want to protest? Why don't you stop paying taxes? Or why don't we stop fucking going to work? And like, why would you tell them, oh, I'm gonna protest on this date? Why don't you just do it all of a sudden so it could really hurt the system? Why give them time to prepare? Like, all that shit is just like they because they want you to protest. Like, they created the whole concept of protesting because when people get upset, they need to have a way people can work out their anger. Because if they let people sit with the anger and not work it out, then that causes for an uprising. So when people start getting antsy and they start getting jittery and be like, okay, we want something change, then they say, okay, you guys can protest. See, then they have a planned protest, and then everybody's protest. Then eventually the protest is gonna end because no protest goes on forever. Because if it went on forever, that'll be something else. So when it ends, they go back to work, and and then they get it out their system. Now they can keep go back. Now they go back to work and keep building this business. Because the main thing is to keep building this business. If you're not building this, if you're not adding to the structure, such as building, having your own business, and adding on to BAP, if you're not doing that, then you're looked at as a drain to the system, and they want to get depopulate you and get rid of you and put you in the hood. So all these stupid ass people, like what they're doing is since they don't want these people who are working at all these Twitter and Amazon, they don't want them to quit and become like these useless eaters and homeless. they can say, okay, we'll let you protest, but after protests, go back to work, and then we'll change this, and that, and they change a little bit. But then they don't even change it. Sometimes they don't even change shit. But then they give people a date just to get it out their system, and then when they don't change it, they'll say, "Oh, we're gonna think about it," and then just to give people hope. But it's all part of the program to keep you stuck on the same shit. It's not like any protest lasts forever. It all ends and they go back to work. They say, "Oh, it's hot." No shit, it's hot, bitch. It's fucking summertime. When the sun reaches Cancer in astrologically, it's summer. So, bitch, we're in the summertime. I can't even explain any clearer than that. Once we reach the Cancer, what's it called? The Cancer astrological fucking house placement. We reach that sign. The sun reaches that. We're in the summer season. So when it gets summer, it gets hot, bitch. You guys didn't know that back in January that when fucking June, July got here, it was gonna be hot. So why the fuck you having you should have been protesting before about when this heat's gonna be coming. That's how you can tell it's full of shit. Cause like, bitch, you knew it was gonna be hot. You knew going into the summer. So why did you get there? Why don't we say, okay, how are we gonna prepare for this? Why wait when the heat comes and like these bitches thought it was gonna be fucking cold in the middle of July? And then oh, it's not cold. Let's protest. Like, bitch, you knew it wasn't gonna be cold. That's how you get another reason you could tell it's fake. Like, it took you to have to fucking actually come to July physically and experience it for you to realize it's hot. You couldn't know that once the sun gets into the Cancer uh astrological zodiac sign, then fucking it's gonna get hot. Fucking retard. And you know they're gonna end up. Well, I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna just end this live right now, guys. I'm gonna take a couple more hits. I'm gonna smoke my other one. This one's good, but it's just yeah, I got another pen right here. This is the one I bought before I found that one. This one will knock you the fuck out right here. This one will knock you the fuck out. The other one, it'll knock you out too, but that one's more kind of in the day. But this one will like knock you the fuck out. Oh, whew, man. Can you keep this up? Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one up. It's a StreamYard, so it's gonna call. It's gonna go up as soon as I end this. So I'm gonna keep it up. Yeah, I'm gonna probably take all these videos down one day and put them on Patreon. I might just move over to Patreon real soon. To be honest, I might do that real soon. Actually, I might just do all my lives from Patreon. I think I'm done with this stupid ass YouTube because the only thing is like I don't get it. I may not get as much views, and I really want my message to get out there. So yeah. Man, see, like right now it's 11:30 right now. About 2 months ago, the day would have been like boom, boom. Probably been like not even. I said like about a month ago. It probably would have been like 3 in the afternoon right now. Like I feel like the days like this last this I don't know ever since probably since we got into last month, the days has been going slower. Cause May, April, the end of like April, May, the days were speeding up. I remember, especially May. Once we got into like June, that's when I felt like the shit was slowing down. And the only thing that difference is once June came, that's when I just started really like having a lot of attacks. So maybe it's correlated with the attacks. That's what I'm starting to think. Like it's correlated. Well, that's not even think. It's what I fucking know. Cause like when I just say think, I just say this shit because I gotta like pretty much dumb myself down sometimes so I can kind of relate to you guys. Not say you guys are dumb, but because at the end of the day, I already know what I need to know. I just try to like speak because sometimes like I know so much and I speak with such assurance. Sometimes I'll try to downplay some of the stuff I say so it doesn't push people off. But I really know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because I know everything. I know everything. And so do you. You know everything too. Don't let anybody tell you don't know everything. Any motherfucker that ever tells you that you don't know everything, how would they know? You know more about yourself than them. So how can they say you don't know everything? That's fucking retarded. That's the thing. Always say that. Tell yourself that a lot of times you're gonna find the answers to shit that you didn't because you programmed your mind. So your reality is gonna show you do know everything. So when you have a problem, it's gonna present you with a solution. That's probably how you found my page. Because now you know all the you know what you need to do. If you watching my page, you know what you need to do. The thing is, it's just it's hard to do it. Like you know what you need to do, but it's you just gotta make the step and do it. It's like these dumbasses who like they literally stuck. You know what you need to do because you know everything. And once you do what you need to do, then you're going to even know more of everything and know what you need to do next. And nobody needs to tell you shit because you're going to remember everything you forgot. You came down here, so you know how you got down here. I can't go into Best Buy and talk about how did I get here? Who put me here? Go to the manager. How did I get here? Who brought me here? What are people doing here? Like I'm asking all the questions that I should know about because I'm here. I'm the one who drove myself here. Nobody, the manager didn't put me there. I put myself there because I drove there. Remember? You see? So it's the same way. You're in this reality. You came here. Nobody could just put you here. Ain't nobody just manhandling a grown ass man and putting him in another building. You don't do that. So why the fuck you think somebody gonna do that to your spirit? Makes no sense. Nobody thinks like that. You assume. You can't these assumptions. That's the mind control program your niggas is lost in. You came here because you're here. You brought yourself here. Whether it is you were messing. There may be a myriad of reasons you came here, but you made the choice to come down here. Whether you want to say that, oh, I was in a different mindset, which is your higher mindset, which is not the ego. So therefore, you can't fathom it because you're in your ego right now. So you can't fathom it. This is what I say: your ego, your higher mind, because you can't. Yo, I wouldn't choose this is me because you didn't choose it because this shit isn't you because you're in your ego. It's a different aspect of you. That's what came and chose this shit. So it's like you're not really who you think you is. That's why you guys want this and want that, but the higher aspect of you doesn't want most of the shit that you may think you want. And then since you're too stubborn to get it, how it plays out is let's just say the spirit doesn't want you to have something, but your ego wants you to have it. You're gonna go and get it, right? And I'm telling you this from experience. You'll go and get it, and then when you're doing it, it doesn't bring you enjoyment, or it brings you enjoyment, but it sabotages you, or you end up getting in a negative situation as a result of you doing that thing. And it's like telling you shouldn't have done it at that point. You see what I'm saying? Because you went and fell to your desires and you did it the demonic way. You didn't do it the right way. So you took a shortcut to get there instead of doing it the right way. So you took the shortcut and then you didn't feel right. Or when you did it, you felt like you wasted your time doing it. Because it's like you have to be there to know what I'm talking about. Because there ain't no shortcuts to this shit. You can't, like, a lot of you guys said like you wish you had this amount of money, but yet you may need to go through certain experiences to have that money. And if you don't go through that experience, you're gonna attract negative situations with that money that you're gonna wish you probably didn't fucking have it. Because that's how it will have to play out. Because you're not being your true self. So if you're not being your true self, it's gonna play out in a situation that you get fucked up or sabotage you because the spirit can play in the spirit is the spirit is not doesn't just take human bodies. It could take a situation or a thought. So when you think of something, like a spirit could be in a thought or a situation like you almost got in a car accident and that whole situation of you almost that spirit can play in that and manipulate that situation. Like it's hella deep like that. That's what I'm telling you, niggas. This shit is deep. It's not just like what you guys think. You guys think it's just spirit in the body. No, there's other types of shit. Even shit that I don't even like. I'm really that's really deep. Oh man, man, crazy. Oh man, crazy. All right, I'm gonna drop the link one more time if anybody wants to join. Yeah. So I dropped the link. So if anybody wants to join, uh, and you notice how nobody talk about angel numbers no more. You don't hear that many people talk about these synchronicities. Like you still hear about it, but nowhere near as much as you heard about it years ago. Remember, everybody and their mama would have sworn left and right that they were some ashwagandha spiritual ascended master every time they seen that number. You don't think people had like a fucking damn near orgasm every time they see the number? Like, oh my goodness, I had the motherfucking number. I'm spiritual, my kid. Now it's like you don't see nobody talking about that shit because people starting to realize that that shit don't mean shit because they've been seeing those numbers for all these years and they life is still ain't shit. So they're like, it doesn't mean that because why am I still at McDonald's scrubbing toilets and I'm seeing 44 every time I scrub the toilet left? Does that mean I'm? They start to see the real shit because the Saturn's in Pisces. Reality's hidden that spirituality in that. See now, like all that fake ass spirituality, like you have to be real, like with your spirituality, because Saturn's like whooping Pisces ass in that spirituality. So like it's gonna be like that's what I'm saying. Like this shit's fucking hilarious. That's example. Nobody's talking about that synchronicity numbers fucking shit no more. It's because what that number meant was whatever you're doing, that's what it is. So if you're doing something positive and you're in a good mindset and you have those numbers, that's confirmation you're doing good. If you're like living a mundane regular life and shit was just not happening for you and you kept seeing those numbers, that was telling you you need to get off your ass and do something. Everybody thought those numbers meant they were some fucking psychic master X-Men fucking character. Like literally, like everybody thought that shit. But that's not what it was because it played time pretty much exposed all that bullshit. So now everybody's like stuck with having to like rationalize what those numbers mean now. Now it's just like another religion. Like now spirituality is like religion now. Like it has to be because if it doesn't turn into a religion, everybody's is gonna like lose hope. So they have to make it religious now. Like, oh, if at least when I do this, I'm gonna have good karma and did this, and I get if I fucking just close my eyes and think about fucking Gandhi, I'm gonna be spirit. Like you got dumbass people that literally think they could go to a fucking botanica, buy some crystals, and then meditate and breathe and like literally that's it. And they think that each time they do that, they get points. Like you got people that think that shit, and then this is why like so many people are fucked up. And then they'll say I'm going back to Jesus, or but it's like in reality it wasn't what they thought it was because like there's really spirituality is actually real life and experience. All that shit that they have on the internet and that new age shit, they're just over amplifying something that shouldn't be over amplified. Real life and handling your daily situations to grow and progress, that's actually spirituality. Some people's lives they need to maybe meditate more and tap in, but at the end of the day we're all doing something. It's not about, oh, I've seen this image and I had astral projection, I'm spirit. That has nothing to do with shit. Or I communicated with this spirit. Who gives a fuck? Bitch, I'm a fucking spirit, nigga. I'm talking to you, you a spirit. It's fucking retarded. Oh, the spirit told me. Bitch, I'm a fucking spirit. I'm a spirit and I'm telling you. Aren't you a spirit? Bitch, we are spirits. Don't talk about, oh, a spirit told me. Do you go around saying, oh, a human told me? No, there's stupid humans and there's smart humans. So don't go around, oh, a spirit. What is it, a stupid spirit or a smart spirit? Like, these people are fucking dumb. Like, would you trust every single human being you come in contact with? So what the fuck makes you think you're gonna trust every spirit you see in a spiritual realm? Like it's any fucking different. If you don't even trust people you walk down the street because you see like they got bad energy. Fucking dumbass people. But yet you're communicating, and I'm supposed to assume it's a good spirit, or you're even get the fuck out of here. That's why I say this shit is ridiculous. And you know what? One thing I noticed, you see how I don't have any trolls on my page? That's because my where my mind is at. My mind is in a certain space because when I used to have trolls on my page back in 2020 and before, when I used to have a lot of trolls like that would like email me, that's when I gave a fuck what people thought. Even though I told myself I didn't, I lied to myself. Deep down, I did. But now I genuinely don't care. Like I'm like, I wish a motherfucker would. And like, I don't get no trolls because they already feel my energy. They feel that I don't care. When they sense like you kind of like, okay, if we mess with him, we know we're gonna get to him. Then that's when they fuck with you because they can sense it. Because we all can tap into this spiritual energy. But some people they tap into it subconsciously, so they can kind of sense that shit. So when you really fully project, you don't give a fuck. They can sense that, and then they don't even fuck with you. That's what I realized. Like it's like when I go into a store and I want somebody to come at me so I can at least cuss them the fuck out. That's when like I can walk out with shit and nobody looks at me. But when I'm actually like concerned, like damn, I hope they don't see me, then that's when this bitches would be like looking and being nosy and shit and probably say something and I gotta like make a clean getaway or some shit. Like you see what I'm saying? It's always that situation. Like so some days I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. And then some days I'd be like, I hope they don't fucking see. And in the days I'm like, oh, I hope they don't see, they be looking. I've tested this fucking theory numerous times. They be looking. But when I literally don't give a fuck, like I'm not saying I just force myself. Like something happens where I'm so pissed off, I'm like, I don't give a shit. I literally like 3-4 times in a row, I walk out with a whole bunch of shit. Like they have their back turns or some shit. And it's like, this shit is crazy. It's a witchcraft. They don't want you doing this. That's real, like manipulating the reality because manipulating the responses and how people respond based on your emotions because your emotions is what is the energy that causes you to create the manipulate the reality. That's what they don't want you to know. If you could get yourself into a certain emotional state and feel, that's fuel. And this is why like when I get like that, it's like it manifests because where the mind goes the body goes. So if I'm in a fueled emotional state, I'm gonna be moving my body and I'm gonna be at a certain instance and situation at a certain time, other than if I wasn't in that mindset. You see what I'm saying? So therefore it plays out in my favor. Like I may win a lottery ticket because I got the right ticket, or I'm able to get away with stealing and they didn't look. You see what I'm saying? Because where the mind goes, the body goes. That's not no manifesting. That's what the fuck you is, and you attracting. They try to say that's that bullshit manifesting. They're trying to say what I'm talking about, which is not manifesting. But then you also got to have the action as well as the energy, because the fuel is the emotion, the action, the ritual, the movement. You doing what you got to do. That's the other half of it. But once you do that, everything's gonna flow in its place. This is why like two people can do multi-level marketing and one person can make 10,000 a month and one person he doesn't get no sales. It's because mentally and spiritually they're at different spaces. The guy who's making a lot of money, he's in a better space, so his mind and body's going to play out where he's in the right place at the right time to meet people to get the money. This is why you got to get the spirit and the mind in the right space, so then when you do these physical things, it just happens to you. I don't hate. He said, "Why you hate manifestation?" I hate everything that everyone likes. That's what it is. If you too many people like tell me this shirt is good, I'm gonna rip this fucking shirt up. So when everybody's on something, I don't like that. I don't like that, and I because I don't like a lot of people in terms of the mass consensus, and I like to be different, and I'm weird, and I'm better than 99%. Well, I don't want to say I'm better because if you say you're better than somebody, that means you have to say you're worse than somebody. Ain't nobody better than fucking me. So I don't even want to say I'm better than anyone. Because if you say you're better than someone, that means somebody's better than you, and ain't nobody better than me. So I don't even want to say I'm better. I'm me. And so he said, how's the cat? Still eating good? Yes, it needs to lose weight though. Yeah, it needs to lose weight. I'm gonna probably just like stop feeding it for a little bit. Like I'm gonna like feed it, but like feed it once a day or something, and get him like some weight management food. Yeah, but the cat's good. So, yeah, because it can have health issues and shit if you don't monitor its health or his weight. Just like a fucking human. Like people think like the animals, it's all the same shit. That's why they have eyes, ears, a mouth. Like if you look at an animal, it looks like a human. They have hands, they have eyes, they have a nose, they have a mouth, they have a tongue. So that means they're having a similar experience like us. So it's nothing but a different form of a human. So for you to think you're better than an animal is kind of dumb because their features look like us. That means just like you, we eat, we experience, they're having a similar experience because their features look like ours. It's just in a different form. So for you to say you're better, they're really we're all like the same thing technically because we all have the same organs. Because animals, they look at humans like we're stupid. You think that they think that, oh, he get no, animals think they're the smartest ones. Even the bugs, they think they're the smartest because it's not like we're just in our ego. You only hear a human talk about how good human is. You never heard it from another perspective because you can never hear it. It's like if it's like, are you ever gonna talk shit about yourself? You'll never talk shit about yourself. Why would you talk shit about yourself? So if I want to get a true perspective view, I gotta hear somebody who's a genuine person who sees you from a third perspective and see, is this a good person? Because if I ask you, you're gonna tell me good things about you because you see what I'm saying. So why wouldn't you think is that's the same with animals? Like, why doesn't people got common sense like that? Like they think they smarter than fucking us. Like look at these dumbass humans and shit. Now you think they kill humans? Some of them kill us. Obviously, there may be some who like, but it's like humans. You see what I'm saying? What's your birthday? I don't want to say my birthday, but I was born in March. I'm a Pisces in March, but yeah, I don't like saying my date yet. Damn, I'm out of damn, it hella motherfuckers up in this shit. Oh shit. Yeah, this shit's about to die. Damn. 10 people. I'm probably gonna end this and I'm gonna go on my I'm probably gonna go on my iPad. I'm about to go up in this place. These motherfuckers probably gonna hear me, but I don't really give a fuck. Cause like I don't know, cause last time I remember I was doing a live, I was making a it wasn't a live, it was a video, and they were fucking bitching and shit. Oh, why you keep swearing? And I don't feel like, cause I'm really gonna cuss them out, and I'm not trying to get kicked out of here. Cause cause the shit I talk, I like to speak, and then people like to be fucking nosy, and I'm not gonna edit myself in my language. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end this live stream, guys, and I'm about to be back on.